So how do you ensure you maintain the profitability of your property investment business in the backdrop of falling house prices and increased interest payments? So this is our plan. You're welcome to use it and copy it. If you find it helpful, please let us know in the comments and give this video a like. This is based upon a property that we have purchased, renovated and refinanced. Tenants are just given notice and they're due to move out in February next month. So where do we put the property on the market for? What for? Let's forecast and then work backwards. So where we are currently, it was valued at £130,000. We took a 75% loan to value mortgage on it, which means we borrowed £97,500. It was a fixed rate mortgage, buy-to-let mortgage, 5 years, fixed for 1.87%, which meant that our mortgage payment every single month is £152. It was and it still is now. At the time, it was rented out for £695, and deducted from that were the following costs. Mortgage, £152, maintenance, 10%, always put money aside for maintenance. If you don't, you'll be left with a hole. Over a 10-year period, it's about 10% of rent roll. Management at the time, 12%, insurance, £17, and you can see we paid tax, which meant our net profit is about £300 per pound a month. And what we want to do is maintain that, but we're not sure what to put it on the market for in terms of rental, because we don't know what we're going to be in terms of the house value, and we don't know therefore what the mortgage payment is going to be. So let's just take a quick look now at where we are now, bridging 2023-2024. The house price seems to be worth about £160,000 looking at comparables. Our mortgage amount is still the same, which means our equity is increased by £62,500. Our loan to value theoretically has dropped to 61%, but our interest rate is the same, mortgage payment is the same. So let's just quick look forward now. What do we think the house price is going to be worth? What's the size of the mortgage going to be? What's the interest rate going to be? What's our mortgage payment going to be? And then we can use that to work out what the rent should be now, so we're ready for 2025. So we think, worst case scenario, the house is going to be worth about £150,000. If you haven't watched any of our videos before, we would like to work basically our business on 3 cases. A central case, a best case and a worst case. We think it's going to be worth £150,000, which if true, that gives us a £20,000 uplift from the 130 when it was valued before. That gives us a total equity position of £52,500. What we would like to do is pull out £5,000 because it's tax free, because it's debt, and we can use it to go and buy some more property. But we might not. We might only pull out £2,000, and you'll see why I'll explain in just a moment towards the end of the video. Which then means if we do pull out some money, say for argument now, £5,000, our new equity position can leave in £47,500, which means we're then going to top up to get to the 150. We're going to need to borrow £102,500, which brings our loan to value down under 70% to 68%. So in a lower loan to value bracket, your interest rates come down because there's less risk. Though you do want to, as a general rule of thumb, decrease your loan to value as you get older. We think then at about 68%, interest rate in 2025 is probably going to be around the 4.5% mark, we think, which means every single month our mortgage payment is going to be £384, quite a jump from the £152 we are currently paying now. So the question is, what then, to get our profit to £297, so basically net profit is exactly the same, we are trying to maintain, we're not taking advantage of this situation, how do we get to a net profit of about the same? And the answer is, this is what we do. We think the rent by 2025 needs to be about £925 a month. Might be different for you, but that's where we are going to need to be to pay the mortgage, to pay the maintenance at 10%. But what we have done is we've done everything we possibly can, and this is where we're really focused on reducing costs where we can and passing the savings on to our customers, on to tenants. So we've now got management at 6%, including that. That means we've got a saving. Insurance, though, has gone up, which means gross profit and tax is about the same, and therefore so is our net profit. So that's where we need to be with that house price about worth about 150 and a mortgage payment of 384. Then our rent needs to be about 925. So what do we put it on the market for now? We think about 850, so we can make a little bit of an increase next year to about 925-ish. These are sort of ballpark figures. This is a trajectory. There will be some adjustment to this, as you'll see shortly, just very shortly. So we think we're going on the market about 850. Now you could turn around and say, well, if you go on to Rightmove and Zoopla, look at comparables and just go for that. Well, that's fine, but what's the situation that you're in? It has to be tailored to your business. So you have to do some forecasting for your own specific businesses. In your own business, don't just use comparables online. You need to make sure you understand the numbers specific to you. So mortgage is then going to be currently the same as this. Maintenance at £85, management at 6%. And you can see, right, so our net profit is now higher. Our difference of £136 is a question, what do we do with that? And what we're going to do is we're going to use that and overpay every single month. That gives us less than £2,000 impact on overpayment, but it might just get us down under £100,000. And what we're really trying to do is if we put out less than £5,000, say we only put out £2,000, and we use the overpayment and the extra equity and leave it in, and we try to get this loan to value down to 65%, then we get even more attractive interest rates, which will be a lower mortgage payment and the rent has to go up less. That's our thinking, that's our plan. Here are some thoughts to you then. Here are some sort of key takeaways. This is what you should perhaps be considering in your own business. Do work with fixed rate mortgages. Just make sure that they all come off fixed rates at different times. Always stagger them. I've said this before. Any of this blew up in early videos. Work with 2, 3, 5 year fixed rate mortgages. Just make sure they're not all finishing all at the same time. Do increase rents annually. You always have increased costs. Gas safety certificates go up. Plumber, electrician, everyone's costs go up. Make sure yours do too, just to maintain your margin. Keep an eye on your values of the properties and interest rates, and do something like forecasting. Now, if you need any help with this, do reach out. We can help. I'm sure we can. But I would just say this is really important. All that factual, hard data needs to be tempered with some degree of empathy and sensitivity, because these are families, our customers are families. They have challenges. It's not just interested in paying rent to you every single month. They have other things going on. To do exercise some caution, some judgment, some empathy. Be considerate of your customers. That's what we're doing. Hopefully that's helpful to you in your business. Do let us know, say in the comments. And if you did like this video and find it helpful, please give us a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. I would recommend you subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon for upcoming videos that are all designed to try and help you move you forward in your property investment business. But for this one, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.